Just thought I would pop in and hang out for a bit this Friday, see what everybody is up to. I am going to be working on the scarf that I didn't get finished for my son for Christmas. It's going to be a nice long scarf, so that should be lovely. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on. So let me know what you guys will be working on. Let's see, I'm at the point of needing to change to the next row. Okay, so let me just double check and see what I need to do. I'm gonna look at the pattern and get an idea of where I'm at. Let's see here. Let's see. Honey, I'm on live. I'm sorry. You have what you need, honey. No. Oh, have Daddy help you. Go ahead. Nobody can see. You're good. You're good. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Dan. And hello, hello. Crochet Queen's in the house. Hi, Blake. Hey. I just learned a little knitting. You did? This is your first time, Amy? Crocheting and or knitting. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Lana. How's it going? Welcome, you guys. So glad you could join me. Hi, Killian. I was just watching you. I think that was last night. I was watching you. The days are blurring together. I was trying to catch up on your videos, but I'm working on this ginormous scarf that I didn't get to finish for my son for Christmas this year. You started knitting yesterday. So what are you trying to knit? Is this like circular needle knitting, or what are you going to work on? You're coming from Miss C's? Nice. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? It's noon and I've already eaten 3 Christmas cookies. I've maybe had more than that. Hey, Melissa. How are you? House full of grandkids. Oh my gosh. And Mandy's in the house. Hello, hello. Mandy's part of my inner hive, you guys. So if you're interested in the memberships, I've got those going now. And we'll be doing lots of new members lives coming very soon. I'm working on the scheduling today. So I have that on my plate. I've also been working on just rejiggering my whole space here. So you'll notice like behind me, it looks different than it did before. So I've been trying to reorganize myself, you guys, because I was getting really stressed in my little tiny space that I have. And you couldn't even walk in here. It was getting that bad. So Blake recommends a beanie if you're just starting knitting, Amy. I am not a Karen, Sangram. Nope, not at all. I am the opposite of a Karen. Practicing a purl stitch for now. On the counter. I don't see them. Let's see, just trying to get motivated. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. Hi, Jemmy. Hi, Samir.
Are they the 98 ones with James's pants?
No, those are yours.
Huh?
Those are your pants, the black ones. Sorry, my daughter is asking me a question. Get motivated. Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you trying to get motivated. So yes, the black ones, honey. Or just wear them. Just like these children, I tell you, they can't do anything for themselves anymore. It's like, oh my goodness. Hi, Melissa. Oh, Melissa's saying hi to Lana. Hi, Kanar. Hi, Danielbus. Hola. The snitches. It sounds like sneeches, right? Hello. Raise your marshmallow stick. A toast. Raise your marshmallow stick. I think I'm getting a lot of people from Miss C, huh? She must have finished her live. Hi, Divya. How are you this morning? So what is everybody going to be up to today? Are you guys have plans for the day, or are you going to be just sitting back relaxing? Are you kind of trying to get over the holiday excitement? What are you guys doing?
These ones?
Who's saying goodbye? Avoiding the basement. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they do. That's true. That is true, Killian. You can also, it also shares it just with more people in general, so you can get a little bit of both. Cleaning, crocheting all day, although it sounds like you're knitting as well. Procrastinating for 24 hours. That sounds, that, hey, we got to do that sometimes, you know? Hi, Kanal. Thank you. Okay, what am I doing? Let me see what I'm doing in this pattern. Okay, so half double crochet in the next row. If you find it hard to fold the triple. Okay, so chain one single crochet in the first stitch. Okay, we could do that. There you go. Hi, Heather. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. You're making a poncho, Melissa. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see that. Awesome. Oh my goodness. It's too funny. Hey, Michael. Working on my first panel for my Ruana pattern. Once that's done here soon, I'm gonna start working on my Valentine's Day tutorials. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? We're already thinking of Valentine's Day. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. Cannot believe that, but it's so true. You know, you have to start thinking ahead because by the time you get to Valentine's Day, you should have already had things out, right? Like a month before so people can actually make them for Valentine's Day. I got a lot of craft books. So over here, not all of these ones I had already, but these ones and these ones and these ones were all new. So and that's what I wanted. My goal was to collect some more books that I am going to be working through this year. So my hope is that each month I'm going to pick a new book, I'm going to make a pattern from the book, and then I will review the book. So that's going to be sort of a series that'll cross over the year, this coming year. Working on a potted plant for my workspace. Love your project. A month idea for next year. Thanks, Leslie. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I know, it's all out in the stores. I haven't even been to the dollar store since they've released all of their Valentine's stuff, but I know that they already have it out because I've heard people talking about it. So fun. Can't wait to see what you make with that. I know. I was trying to have my family pick a book because my parents are really into underwater themed, and so I got the two aquatic Amis ones, these ones, with them in mind. I mean, obviously I want to make my own from them too, but I was like, here, you guys, pick something from here you'd like me to make. And they were like, well, I want this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, I can't make them all at once, you know? So I was like, can you maybe just pick one for now? But they just couldn't. They were too excited by it. And the same with the Harry Potter, the official Harry Potter one. They were like, oh my gosh, I need all of the things. So in your house, they stay up till mid-January? Oh my gosh. I don't speak Spanish, Danielbis. Oh, you had your first real tree this year, Amy? Stay up. Let's see. The cover looks three-dimensional. Which one? It's Nicole. I'm using my dad's. Oh, that's right. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Welcome back. Yeah, we don't do the real trees anymore because we have two cats and I mean, with the fake ones, even then Merlin was kind of trying to get into it, but he kind of decided it was okay just to lay under it, and that was fine. So, hi Pebbles. How's it going? I think I need to skip ahead here. Hang on, let me just catch up. Da, 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 da. That's right. Happiness pop. There's Frizzy. Hey Cal, how's it going? And Morteza from Iran. Oh, Nicole, you got that one too? You got oh, you got the Harry Potter kit, the one that you can make the specific characters from. I gotcha. Oh, and the aquatic ones, they do look a little three-dimensional, huh? Let's see. I can't take my Christmas decor down until the grandkids go back to school. I can't watch them and do it. I don't know how I do when my kids are little. I know we forget, right? I know. Yeah, Blake, all of the things in the Harry Potter book are awesome. They are so cool. I'm very excited to start diving in on that one. Oh, yes. Hi, Kajol. I know. I like to hang over with Chris whenever she's on. I love the piano music in the background. So I'm not always chatting in her lives. We're talking about Yarning Over in Japan, guys. So Chris from Yarning Over in Japan, she's awesome. She goes on live a lot, and it tends to be good times for us because she's in Japan, so the timing is different. So for me, it's, for her it'll be like 5 a.m. in the morning, but for me it's like perfect time. So yesterday I had her on and I was working on trying to clear my area and organize myself, and I still need to do more of that today. So that's going to be part of my day today. Kel. It's going, just not sure I'm going with it. Thanks, Michael. Yes, that's Chris, Yarning Over in Japan. I just love the vibe she does, same portrait style. She's working on whatever project she's working on, and then she'll have really nice music playing in the background. It's always like a smooth piano music, and she's gotten the permission from the guy that made the playlist to use his music, so it's like perfect. Hi, Gypsy. How are you? Danielle Biss is doing the dab. I'm working on a scarf for my son. So I'm using a different yarn weight, though, than the gal in the pattern used. She was using a bulky 5. This is not. This is more like an acrylic 4. And so I'm doubling the pattern to make the width of the scarf that I want. You had the same thought about Yarning Over in Japan? Yeah, I actually met her because of Kim, Fortunate Creations Kim. Kim, please put the word drop in the chat as well. And anybody else that'd like to share their channel so you guys can follow each other. But Kim does like a morning coffee with Kim every morning. For me, it's 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. But she had on Chris, and so that's how I met Chris from Yarning Over in Japan. And so I've just been hanging out there a lot. My yarn Christmas has been all of yesterday winding and putting away yarn. Ooh, so you're getting organized too. That's awesome. You threw yarn all the way to Japan. That's right. All the way to, where did she say she's from? Hiroshima, I think is where she's at. Oh, there's my daughter right there. This is what I get when the children are home. Thank you, Nicole. Oh my gosh. Yes, you guys throw yarn at each other, please. But yeah, honey, I just brushed my hair. There's Amy, crafting with Amy, excuse me. She's put hers in the chat as well. Amy goes live quite a bit. So if you like hanging out on lives like I do, then definitely chuck some yarn at each other. Oh my gosh. This is my daughter. That's my daughter, Lizzie. my own personal salon. I'm like, yeah, you know, just we'll dye the hair. No, I haven't dyed my hair in quite a while.
I've never dyed my
No.
hair.
Yarn ball fight. That's right. Duck, duck. That's
Mom?
awesome. Hmm?
Has Marley got back?
I don't think so. Why don't you go call her?
I've been trying.
Maybe she can't play right now. Okay, let me figure out what I'm doing, you
But
guys.
she's gonna have a sleepover today.
There you go.
No.
See, everybody's throwing yarn at everybody. I like this. What was I doing? Okay, honey, you're distracting me, my sweet. Triple crochet in the next stitch. Fold the triple to the front, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. That's not confusing.
Hi, Mom.
There we go. We got Leslie dropping her channel. Pebbles dropped her channel. Thank you. Kim, oh my gosh. You were making it sound like you were going to have green hair, and your hair looked totally fine. I have dyed my hair that color too, like that dark, dark brown. I call it Snow White brown, you know? Oh, thanks, Killian. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Gianna. I'm working on a scarf. And hello, Sam. Yes, I'm working on a scarf for my son, except I think, hang on, front, back, front, back, front. Okay, yeah, so I should be doing that right. All right. I'm trying to make sure, since I'm continuing on the pattern and I also so sporadically work on it, I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right row and the right, because I have to fold, they have you folding a triple crochet. They call it folding it. I don't know why they call it that. You find it hard to fold the triple to the front and then work a single crochet, work the single as usual. It's just weird. Okay, so they tell you to change one. We do 1 single crochet in the first, and then we do a triple crochet in the next, but fold the triple to the front to do the next one as a single. So you're kind of going single, triple, but they want you to basically, it's this row right here. They want the triple to kind of pop forward a little bit, almost like a bobble, but it's not. You know? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they always say it's not polite to ask people's age, right? Nightbot's giving out links because when I let you guys put your channels in the chat so you guys can follow each other. So if you write the word drop, that puts your channel link, and then Nightbot is the one that puts those in. Oh my gosh. He just called me from upstairs because he's late. He called you on the phone, Mandy. I've done that to my husband before too, and he's done that to me. Oh my gosh. That's right. Michael, play whack-a-mole. I love that. Oh my gosh. Correct. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so that's just because it would take me too long to try to find everybody's channels if we were trying to, you know, link to each other and that kind of a thing. So if you just put it in there once, Nightbot will drop it, and then you guys can follow each other if you're interested in doing that. So I have cold coffee this morning because I can't get to it in time. Good job, Kel. Okay, let's try this. All right, so we're going to drop this to the front like so. It's just weird. I don't know if that's even necessary to say to twist it to the front. Is that how they usually write it if they do the triple, single, triple, single? They just, I don't know, that just seems weird to me. It seems like unnecessary to say that. Just say triple, single, triple, single. But I guess it's because they want you to know that the bump that it creates should go to the front and not the back. I don't know. Good job. You guys are getting each other. Love it. All right. But that's good because I think that means that I'm close to being finished with the second pattern, and then I have to go back on and do, you're basically doing a faux cabling on the front of the scarf. So you pick it up and you do chains that kind of go back and forth and stuff, because they've had you leave all these ribbings in the front so that you can pick them up later and create the faux cabling. So Nessa, hello Nessa, welcome back. Thanks for popping in. Check Nessa's channel out as well. My husband and I went to Costco. We got a new Costco in our area, and we didn't have a membership, but we got gifted memberships for Christmas, and so we popped over there and we got to spend our time figuring out where everything is in Costco, so that was fun. Hey Margaret, how are you doing? If I missed you. And Lana is saying hello. Amy's back. Hi Amy, how's it going? From Ice. Oh, Margaret, did you order more yarn from Ice? Ice yarns? That's awesome. It's always fun to get yarn in the mail. My name is Julianne, but people here call me Frizzy a lot of time. All right. There we go. I've got this. I've got this. But yeah, so I got this, you guys. I bought this a little while ago. I found it. So we have this really, really cute little like mom and pop bookshop. And they have really cute stuff. They hand pick the things that they want to sell in their shop, which I think is so cool. Obviously, if you give them recommendations, they'll bring in what it is that you want. But they had this, and it's like so up my alley. It's called Find Me in the Flowers. It's a planner. But look how pretty the art is, you guys. Isn't that pretty? So it's by a Katie Daisy 2025 planner. But it's all like watercolors, you guys. And there's bees all throughout it and stuff. It's just all her artwork all throughout the pages. And I'm so excited to start using it. And I thought that once I've finished using it, I can repurpose a lot of the pages in junk journaling, because they're like art, you know, it's art prints and stuff. So I'm excited to dive in. Oh, there's some bees, you guys. Look, there's a little bee. Hello. No, Lana, Costco doesn't have yarn, at least not that I saw, unless I missed a corner of the giant warehouse that is Costco. Enough energy to go back to Costco to go shopping soon. That's true. You can order from their website. Actually, I got this shirt from there yesterday, you guys. It kind of like, what is it? Where they like elastic the edge, and then it's got that kind of, I think they call it like a baby doll top where it flares out. But I got it this color, and I got it in a like a blue tones one. It's really comfy. Let's see. But yeah, they had a lot of cool things there. They have sticker books, you guys. As a kid, I would have gone nuts for these. They had sticker books that had like over 500 stickers in them. One was Star Wars themed and had a lot of retro, very 80s colors, all different Star Wars ones. I did not see Star Trek, Michael. They did not have that, but they had Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Nightmare Before Christmas. So they had sticker books of all of those, which would be amazing. I wanted to get them, but I'm like, oh, I have so many stickers. You're finishing Christmas ornaments that got delayed because I ordered plain sticker paper instead of vinyl. Didn't realize until they were printed and had to get Mod Podge to seal before resin. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sunshine. How are you? Love stickers and Star Wars. Yes. Yeah, the Star Wars ones were really cool. It was a different style than I than I usually see. So I thought that was really neat that they were doing those kind of, it's like hard to describe, but if you know 80s and you know that kind of neon colors and stuff like that, you know, so you get that mixed with the black and white stormtrooper, things like that. It just came out, they came out really cool. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, you did, Gianna. Good job. You finished your diamond painting. That's awesome. Was it a big one? I can't remember if you told me if it was a big one or one of the smaller ones. Yes, we all have our own weirdness. That's very true. I think it's, I don't know, it's boring if there's no bit of weird in there, right? We all need a little something make us interesting. Oh, yes. Yeah, when you're talking about the sticker paper, I just rejiggered with my husband my printer because it was printing black streaks across all of my stickers. Anything I would print, it came out terrible. And obviously you can't make any kind of professional stickers on a machine that's doing that. So we had to literally I had to find a video. I watched somebody doing this first so that we made sure we weren't messing it up. But there's like this little landing pad that can get saturated with ink. And every time the thing goes back and sits on it, picks up more ink and then streaks it across the page. So you have to deep clean this thing. It was a pain in the you know what, but we got it done and then it worked well. Having said that though, I have paper that I've never been able to use, and it is a vinyl sticker paper that's already got the shine and gloss. But when I did try to use it, it left it too sopping wet that it was just, the whole thing was all smeared. So I'm afraid to use it now because I don't want it to make that huge inky mess again and have to do that all again. Because that was not fun. It took way too long. Let's see. Oh, you've got your own happy planner, Amy. NB4C. NB4C. I like that. Learning Tunisian so Michael can help me make Star Wars things. I love music from Nightmare Before Christmas. Me too. It's a pretty big painting. Well, it's nice that you got it finished. And you finished your blanket runner, Blake, so I can finally work on my sweater. Oh, and it doesn't have those stickers? Aw. Yeah, it's in that middle area where they have the books and stuff. It's like a sticker book. It's a hardbound book of stickers. And so it's really nice though. I don't know if maybe, do they have different things that they sell online versus what they have in the store, or is it supposed to be the same? You may have to go in and get them. But we had a good time. It was fun. So we did that, and then we went back on the freeway, and then we went to Dutch Bros because it's been days since we had our Dutch. So we went out of our way to go and get some. So that was fun. Your granddaughter was born on Star Wars Day, so that made my son really happy. My brother wanted to call his son, he wanted to call him, well, they originally had thought Luke, but then my sister-in-law's sister had a Lucas. And they don't want to call him Luke. They just want to call him Lucas. So that was out. But yeah, he was trying to get Star Wars in there somehow, but she wasn't a fan of the idea, so they didn't. May have to go physically to my Costco. Yeah, they do, right? See, because when I went, they didn't have a lot of them left. There was just a few. I only saw one Harry Potter one. There was a few of the Nightmare and the Star Wars ones, and then that was it. So it might be one of those. It was probably for Christmas, and so they're on their way out. So that's probably why it's not online. So are you like, Michael, are you anti Star Wars, or are you just like, let's just stick with Star Trek talk, you know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You bought your older granddaughter this cool camera thing that prints black and white photos on sticker paper and is thermal printed, so no ink needed. And she hated it? Why? That's so cool, Cal. I would have loved that. I gotcha. Okay. Is an amazing artist and drew caricatures of them for the cocktail hour wine barrel tables, the dinner tables. I'm making them into ornaments for their first Christmas. That's so cool. That's so crafty of you. I love that. I prefer Trek to Wars, but like both. There you go, Lori. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we like both in this house. My husband, although he loves Star Trek, he does collect and is very into Star Wars. So he's led campaigns, you know, like the D&D type things where he runs a Star Wars campaign and is the, what do they call those? It's like there's a name for it when there's the person that's creating the story and they are the dungeon master, maybe something like that. Oh, there you go. She can keep the weird goth boots and then you can enjoy the thermal printer. I think that's cool. I would rather have that myself. I know. Patrick Stewart is such a handsome guy. I mean, he makes bald so beautiful, you know, and I always told my brother when he started losing his hair, don't try to keep it on there, dude. Just shave it bald and look like Patrick Stewart. And, you know, and he has a good shaped head too. My brother does. So it worked out well. That's right. You can love both. Did you really? Nessa, that's awesome. Well, apparently, so my sister-in-law, so my husband's sister, her and her wife came for Christmas. They got him it's a new book of another whole storyline thing. And apparently they got over, you know, in 2020 when COVID hit and stuff, they got interested in doing these D&D type campaigns. And so she wants to have one where like maybe once a week or something we all hop on Zoom. I've never done it before. I mean, I love storytelling and writing books and things like that, but I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time on the cuff coming up with stuff. I have to like sit and really think about it for a while. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but she thinks I'd be really good at it. So I might give it a go. I have to come up with my character and all those things. But they'll do voices and everything. They'll switch out. Well, they'll switch out their voices. I'm trying to read my daughter the first Harry Potter book, and I swear I think Harry has had an Irish accent, an English accent, an American accent. It just keeps changing because I can't keep it consistent. Your hubby makes bald beautiful, Margaret. Yes, that's awesome. 3-year-old granddaughter, a toddler camera, and that was her favorite thing. Aww. Or send photos to a computer or anything. Okay, so she can actually, it's an actual camera. It's a digital camera, like a kid's one. There must be a way for it to go to the computer then, and that's so cool. It's always fun too to see what kids see, right? I remember when we had you'd buy the little box cameras that you'd have to take to photo drive up or 1 hour photo or whatever, and you'd have to turn them in and get the photos. But it's always fun to get kids taking them because you kind of see the world through their eyes, and it's always funny to watch to see those pictures. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. I hope your day is going well. Oh, that's a cool idea, Amy. I have a thermal printer, but I mostly use it for printing labels for, you know, if I'm shipping out something. But I do also use them for, I'll make like circle stickers just to put on packaging and things. So I'll put like my Frizzy logo on there and stuff like that. And it's nice because, yeah, you don't run out of ink. So it works out. It's more cost effective. He's usually Dungeon Master because he's really creative. Yeah, my husband's very creative too. In fact, he's working on, he's trying to get an album going of his music, and it's going to be like storytelling through his songs and stuff. So it's going to be really cool. I'm excited. College of Engineering. Working on a dragon and a snowman, but not knitted. You're not knitting them, right, Amy? You're going to knit something more easy, like a hat or a beanie. Oh, and you played Pathfinder as well. Charging cords, and maybe that can go to the computer. I'll let her dad figure that out. Yeah, exactly. Like, you bought the technical thingamajigger. Let him figure out the rest. Hi, Winsome. How are you? Glad you could join. Oh, gave Icy a shower. Does he do well taking showers, Margaret? Or does he hate it? You're barely knitting a square right now. Yeah, I need to try my Tunisian hooks. But I also, so I mostly got things organized. I do need to get what I got for Christmas organized. It's still in the bag. So now that I've put other things away, I can go back and I can do that. Oh, he did a bit better today. That's good. Yeah, you just never know, Kel. I mean, sometimes we have the best intentions and we think they're going to love these gifts that we get them, and they're indifferent to them, or they don't give us the reaction that we want. You're like, you're taking pictures of your dang cats and sending them to me. I thought you'd love this gift. Well, it was funny. So when I was on Michael's live for Christmas Eve, and I had to get off of it. I wanted to stay on, but I had to get off because I literally had my kids at the door like, Mom, you've been in there for 10 hours. And I'm like, I think I was on there for 3. If Michael can correct me, I think I was on there for 3 hours, but you know how they are. 10 hours. It's been 5 years, Mom. So I had to go. They needed to go to bed, obviously, so we could put the presents out. And so they went to bed, and my husband and I were bringing the presents down. I always stuff the stockings because that's like one of my favorite things. And so I get them stuffed really well. I put the topper on. We get those set up. While I was doing that, my husband's bringing down the presents in the bags, right? So I'm like, you got everything? Yeah, I got everything. We're good to go. Okay. Well, I didn't check. I just kept doing what I was doing. And then I was so tired by then. I'm like, I need to roll it back down into bed and go to bed. Because the kids got me up at 5:30. But anyways, so we did that. And then the next day, after my sister-in-law and her wife had left and everything, my husband was like, so I kind of forgot to give them we'd gotten them this really nice wood charcuterie board. So if they entertain with friends, they could, make up this really pretty charcuterie board. It was wrapped, had a bow, was all that thing, and it was still in the closet, along with another cutting board that we got in his dad that I didn't wrap because we had a miscommunication. I didn't realize he wanted it for his dad. I thought he was saying just to keep it for us. I was confused too. So that was still in there. And then I found last night, you guys, hang on, let me show you. So I handed this to him at Target one of the days that we went. I handed it to him. I said, wrap this for me for Christmas. And I had it in a bag, and it was on his side of the closet. And it was still in the bag on his side of the closet unwrapped. Because I love these. This is the mini brands, you guys, but it's the books. I love these. So I haven't even opened it yet. But I came up to him last night. I'm like, Sean. He's just shaking his head like, oh my gosh, he forgot them all. So funny. Oh my goodness. She cried, Kel. Oh. She thought you'd have your feelings hurt. That, I mean, that would have hurt my feelings, but that's so funny, Margaret. You know, it's got to be on his time. It's not like if you want him to get in the bath, he's like, but if he wants to go dive into a lake, then it's on his terms. Yeah, that's true, Lori. It's so true. Sometimes their initial reaction is because they were anticipating something else that they were expecting, not because of the gift itself. Cal, keep it for yourself. Oh my gosh. What are those? Are you talking about these? Okay, so I'm collecting those. My daughter got really into mini brands and I love little things. So that's why I work on the mini crochet and stuff, is because I just love little trinkety things. So let me show you the ones I have. I have them in my area here and the thing actually fell down. I have some extras too. Like I have 2 of the Matilda books, but look at how tiny they are, you guys. I don't even know if it's going to focus. Maybe if I get out of the picture. But they're all different books. So they're little teeny tiny books. And what they do is they will print. So this is like a bookcase, right? So there's Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Vampire Diaries. There's one of my favorites. Where is it? Here it is. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It does not want to focus. Oh, there goes one of the bookmarks. I don't think it's focusing, you guys. But anyways, so when you open them, they're all actual pages, but you get the first page is like the story's first page. So see, there's like the title page, and then you get the first page of the book with the actual text. And then it becomes more of a gibberishy thing that you can't really read. Oh, this one, the second page is also written, but then it's kind of more just scripty looking. So it's more of just like a cute little decorative thing. But anyways, they have a whole series of books though. My daughter wants the Dog Man books are in there. Cat Kid, Stranger Things, Babysitter's Club. Yeah, but they have a lot of the different ones like Roald Dahl wrote, you know, so a lot of those are in there too. Hi, Jen. Gift cards from now on. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Gift cards for family and for me to Panda. I just give it. I guess I cannot keep a secret. Oh my gosh. You should give him yarn, Michael. You have so much yarn. Yeah, Blake's dogs are so different, it sounds like. Crochet Crowd had made a miniature book of his own book he had published. He made a miniature, like a crochet miniature, Nessa? Right? Yeah, mini brands, like Lizzie collected mini brands for a really long time, and they were really cute. And then they had the mini toys, which were super cute and all that. Hey, Amber, how's it going? Welcome in. Glad you could make it. And I really thought they were so cute. And she played with them for a while, but then eventually it was like, okay, now we have all these things and she doesn't play with them anymore. But on occasion, they come out with a series. Like my sister-in-law is the one I made a couple mini junk journals for, and which she loved, by the way. She also adores little things, and they have a mini brands line that's retro. And so being a kid growing up she's grew up in the 80s too, just like I did. So having all those retro things, like she got like a little camera and all these fun things in there. So she loved it. But yeah, for me, it's all about the books. Ready for 1 p.m. live. Oh, nice. You're going live at 1 p.m. If you put the word drop, you can get people to also find your channel, Amber. It was a mini crochet book, the one he wrote. That's right. You know what? Mikey did show us that. I forgot. He did. He showed us that during the live, his miniatures. And I started, like, I wanted to secretly geek out with him because if you see up there, I do the book nooks. So I've got quite a few that I've built with my dad, some of them, and on my own, some of them. But I love them. They make me happy. Hi, son.
Can I go with cheese?
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Oh,
Love you too.
yeah.
No, she hated it. She would. And still got me to buy the boots. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. Yeah, I noticed Nancy from Little Treasures by Nancy she got one of these when she was live one day. She was opening it and I was like, oh my God, Nancy, I love those things. I was geeking out. And I think she was taking, so every time you get one, every ball comes with a little tiny, hang on, I'll show you. It comes with a little tiny bookmark, a little magnifying glass, and then it comes with, I think, 3 books. So you get 5 things in there. And then it also comes with 1 square. So this is from 2 different balls that it has in there. So yes, they come as a single like this. So there's one of the bookmarks in the back there too. So they're like little, right? I think Nancy was taking these though, and she was making something out of it because you can stack them like I did on this one. So you can stack them up and make these cool little bookshelves and stuff. Probably you might be able to paint them even, or maybe decoupage paper on there, make them look really cool. Love of yarn and collecting it sort of separate from crocheting. So, well, I think the collecting of things and the doing of them is separate. Because some people do, they just collect stuff just to look at it, but they don't actually use it, right? Scale books and drop them in a clear plastic ornament with the fake snow for a book snow globe. Yes, I've seen those, Amy. Those are cute too. Well, one of the, here, I'm going to take you guys on a trip. Hang on a sec. We're going on a trip, you guys. So this is like, that's Benny. Remember Benny we did on one of the paintings, guys? I made a little pin years and years ago. It says Benny the bookworm. Anyway, so this is one that my dad and I built. He even put a little picture of my kiddos in one of the frames. Isn't that cute? But yeah, and this is like, there's one of these are the little cats that I made out of clay and resin. We put it on the book, but there's tons of little tiny books in there, you guys. And it's so cute. But you know what? It was a pain in the booty to make all those little books. My dad was like, don't ever get another one like this one. Because it's like, becomes very tedious eventually. So it's so detailed. I know. I love that about it, you know. But this year I'm going to figure out how to connect them because they all come wired to a battery pack, which sucks because I don't want to keep having to buy batteries, right? But I want to have them on all the time. And so there is a way that you can actually remove the battery pack, sort of splice the wires to some, I don't know what they call it, but it's something that then connects into the wall. That's what I want to do. I want to figure that out because that would make it so much more worth it for me so that I could actually enjoy them. You know what I mean? You write poetry, music, and you sing, and you want to play guitar. My husband is a musician and he has I think he has over 20 guitars now. That's his thing. He loves to collect, but he plays them all. They all have different sounds. Margaret and I've had that conversation before. All musical instruments, even though they may look similar or the same even, sound different. So, oh, they have lights that they sell and you can rewire them. Sweet. See, I'm gonna have to look into all that. Exactly, Kel. I know, it's like Alice in Wonderland. Drink the little potion, shrink yourself down, go have a nice, time in the library. Then you can walk over to Sunshine Town and go shopping, go on the Sakura train, Yes, he has lots of guitars. He joked with his coworkers because he had to go on camera one day for work, and he has a wall. We got like it's kind of like a shiplap, but it's meant to actually put hooks in so you can hang guitars on it. And so we decked his office out with his guitars, and he was joking that they had found him in Guitar Center because that's what it looked like. Oh my gosh. I sing, but I sing karaoke. I can carry a tune. Hi, Henry from Costa Rica. Welcome in. Writing music and singing different places with my father. How cool. Yeah. Margaret's grown up with music in her house, right, Margaret? Your dad collects instruments. Yeah, I need to figure out that whole lighting kit thing. And Amy's a bibliophile. I worked PT at Barnes & Noble for years. Oh, part-time. Part-time physical therapy. I was like I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, part-time at Barnes & Noble for years. 40% employee discount, baby. Oh, yeah. My family was so mad when my health forced me to leave. Aw. I know, I thought about, like, if I was to go back into the working world, maybe working at Joann's or something, trying to get the discount. Let's see here. Oh, there's Amber's link. So if you guys want to throw some yarn in Amber's window, she said she's going live at 1. Is that Pacific time, Amber? Or what, I can't remember what time zone you're in. Okay, I think I caught up. Now I have not even, this is as far as I've gotten, you guys. It always becomes some sort of show and tell, you know? That's okay, it's fun though. Thank you, Henry. 1 p.m. Central time. Okay, so you're in Michael's time zone. So 1 p.m. Central is, okay, so you're going on in 8 minutes. Is that right? You'll be on very shortly then. Helped put the store together from the ground up. I had lots of overtime, which I spent on fabric. Did you make clothes? What did you make with the fabric, Margaret? Right, Kel? Oh my gosh. I've always wanted to figure out how to make clothes, but I've just never gotten that far. I have too many hobbies I already like. It's just one more thing that'd have to suck up my time, so I just never got into that. I do have a sewing machine though, so. And you can do sewing on, like when you do junk journaling and stuff, you can actually do sewing on the pages and it looks really cute. So I would like to try that out. And then on occasion, oh nice, Blake is throwing all the yarn at you guys, so. But yeah, on occasion, I will sew like an inner lining for the giant yummy cats and stuff like that. So I do use it, it's just more sporadic. Oh, that's so cool. They could recognize that, Margaret. They're like, wait, that was the one you got the other day and, you know, in the mail or whatever. That's cool. Hi, Mishi. How are you? Ooh, Kim, what are you painting? Do tell. That's exciting. You have paint in your darkly dyed hair. It's always the darkest right after you dye it. It'll start washing out a little bit as it goes. Your craft room furniture white to match my new stuff. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, yep. Spring creep away. Thank you, Michael. Oh my goodness. What was I gonna say? I'm sure it was very poignant. You finished another hat, Mishi? It's my new favorite acrylic. Now need to do some real work. What's your new favorite acrylic? Which one? To make almost everything we wore, including our coats. Then the price of fabric took a huge jump when quilting and other fabric crafts took off, and it didn't make economic sense anymore. I have so much fabric, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, you guys. I got some given to me when my grandma passed, and then I've bought some throughout the years, you know, for little things. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. Maybe it'll end up being in a giveaway. I don't know if people want it. In fact, I'm waiting until the end of really reorganizing my space here, because I had bought a ton of different little organizers from Target and things like that, with drawers, or, you know, you get things like Safety Eyes will come in a little container that you can put things in, but then you keep it because you're like, oh, I could put bits and bobs in that, you know, I could use that somewhere. But now I have a whole bunch of those. And so, and they're still really good. So if I can't find a use for them, I may see if anybody wants them, then I'll show them to you guys. And then if you wanted to pay shipping, I'll just ship it to you if you wanted to have these little organizers. Otherwise, I will check if my dad wants them, because he sometimes is like, oh, I could put, you know, nails in that, or he's like a woodworker, so it's more like nuts and bolts and screws and stuff. But Big Twist Prism. Ooh, and it's on clearance? Nice. I'll have to check that out. So it's like a variegated if it's prism, right? Thrift fabric from Goodwill. It's a lot more cost effective. Same with yarn, or get it from the sweaters. Yeah, Bailey from Simply Made by Hand, she does that. She thrifts all of her yarn. Bought for doing dance costumes. I should really sell it since I am not really dancing anymore. I mean, if you're not planning to use it, you know, and it's just taking up space, come to be, you'll probably be able to sell your fabric stash. Yes, that's true, Amy. That's very true. Lori threw yarn in your window, Kel, or at least did on the last one. That's awesome. Okay, where am I at now? I need to do another triple and then bend it to the front. Fold it to the front. Okay, Kim, good luck. Good luck in the basement. My husband wants to take me to, we're going to go to a pho restaurant for lunch, and then there's Target right there. So we'll go to Target, because that's like what we do on our dates. We go to Target. Oh my gosh, made in India. I would love to find someone who would use it too. Because you did, wasn't it belly dancing, Margaret? Or am I remembering that wrong? Called Belly, a dance costume. Oh, that must be beautiful. Very pretty. Okay, let's see. So did anybody else get any craft books or anything like that that you're looking forward to using for Christmas? Putting out my own content on my channel over a year ago, but then Mom got sick and passed, and my dad got, oh my gosh, Kel. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear all of that. That's awful. Well, hopefully this next year is going to be a more positive year for you and your channel, right? Maybe you can get it going. Yeah, you definitely have to be in the right headspace to be able to content create in general, you know? So if you're not, then that's just not the right time for it. But yeah, definitely sending hugs your way. Students would Google me and a professional belly dancer would show up. Was it you secretly, Lori? It was your side hustle? regularly who are going to get my yarn and fabric and bring it to me if necessary. Oh, so your fabric and your yarn is not where you are, Amy? It's back where you're from, so they'll bring it to you? Now I'm not dancing. Egyptian style. Ooh, I thought, oh, I'd love to see that. That sounds like it would be really pretty. Pretty to watch. Set of clovers and embroidery scissors. Nice. I still have yet to try clover hooks, although I hear so many good things about them. I don't know why I haven't gotten myself a clover hook. Got a bit more during the pandemic from friends, and I made masks and gave them away. Egyptian style as well, Nessa. Oh, wow, look at that. 2 books for myself, Knitting Landscapes and the latest Margaret Holtzman's book. Ooh, I'll have to check and see what that one is. Hi, Rose. How are you today? Happy Friday. And make sure you guys hit those thummies and subscribe if you're not already. Throw yarn in my window. I love getting yarn too, you know. Although having said that, I was organizing my yarn yesterday. It was bad. I had more yarn than I thought I had. I mean, I already knew I had a lot of yarn, but I actually don't have places for all of them. So some are in tubs, some are in the closet. I had to get out one of the giant Joann's bags that I bought and stuff it with yarn because I had no shelf space. I had no bins I could tuck them in. I had no tubs to put them in. So they're now piled up in a giant bag, a bag of blanket yarn. Do you get a different dance name? Your dance name is Rubeska. Oops, now it's jumping. Hang on. Florida and Dance with Rising Phoenix on my channel. The very old videos are from the performances. I'll have to check this out. Very cool. Right, Kel? Yeah, I think I got back into being on the channel. It was like the beginning of the summer. When I got laid off, I'm like, okay, I'm going back to YouTube streets. This is what I'm going to do. I want this to be my job. You know, I want to be able to create all day, every day. So this is my hustle. So hi, Steven. How are you? I hope your holiday was lovely. I know I did speak with you since then, but I hope the rest of the time this week has been going well for you. Clovers are amazing. I would almost guarantee you would love them. Yeah, I need to, I don't know why I haven't, but I know why I haven't. I think that they're more expensive than other hooks. I think you buy them individually, don't you? I should just buy whatever, maybe the top 2 or 3 sizes that I use and try them out. I know she would hook me up if the tariffs are too much. Oh, yeah. I got to get over to Canada. I really want to visit. I've not been outside the country, so my husband doesn't allow me to buy more yarn until I use what I have. I think I'm already there, Gypsy. My husband can't talk though because he collects guitars. His are way more expensive than my hobbies. It's just more a matter of like, let's buy more bins, you know, how to store them, I guess. It's not that I have it, it's more about the storing of it. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, and dancing, my uncle, who lives in France, he was a dancer that for many, many, many years, he was a professional dancer. And now he's suffering from all of that and has had to have knee replacements. And yeah, just, I don't even know all the things that he's had going on, but I know that a lot of them stemmed from his career as a dancer. So they're better left off the counters. Oh my goodness, Amy. Oh, buy clovers during sales. I wonder if Amazon sells them and has them on sale. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vancouver is fairly close. Hi, Sonia, my Frizzy friend. Sonia's another member of mine. 6 hours away, up, straight up. Yeah, so we are on the West Coast side. So yes, Vancouver, Canada would be the closest that I could get to. I will be doing that. So amongst all the things I found as I was going through stuff yesterday, that's why I didn't come on live yesterday afternoon. I spent more time in the morning with you guys, knowing that I really just needed to focus my energy on getting it done. Because if I went live while I was doing that, like I know Nancy did that. Little Treasures by Nancy did that, where she was rejiggering her craft space and was live. I wouldn't get anything done. I mean, you guys, this is as much as I've gotten done because I like to chat. So that's a problem. It's not a problem. It's fun. But anyways, I found this. I had saved this because this is something we have to do by May 7th this year. Did you guys get this thing? It's like already crumpled up and stuff too. But this is like, we have to get a new ID. It's the law for any travel. Oh, it says it's for air travel, although you need a passport anyways if you're going to go to Canada. So this replaces that. So if you do bordering countries of the United States, you can use this new ID. So I need to get this going. My husband and I both need to do this. So this is on my agenda, you guys. I must do it. I haven't had the heart to sell my dance costumes. They said it's osteoarthritis. Ugh. Oh, no bueno. I can't, so in the last couple of years, I'm actually going soon to get a test done. What do they call it? I think it's called a VNG test. It's something, so a couple of years back, they realized I have some nystagmus in my eyes. A little bit. It's not crazy or anything, but it often will feel like if I can't turn my head too quickly, because I get really dizzy. I can't spin my head down and look up and stuff. I get really dizzy. And so they're going to check my inner ear. It's some test that they do. It sounds like loads of fun. But this is like the last effort to figure out what it is that's going on in my head. So hopefully it's maybe, they say there's like crystals in your inner ear that can come not loose, but like, I don't know, they shift around in some way that can actually cause your equilibrium to get off and stuff like that. So it may be something like that. Hopefully we'll figure it out, but it's not much fun. So I can't even spin once without getting super dizzy. So I used to dance too when I was young, but I can't dance anymore. I mean, I can sway from side to side, don't get me wrong. I could do a bean toe tap, but just don't spin me around. Oh, you're in Colorado, Lori. Okay. Apology for the last 17 years, able to work, and I'm lucky. Wow. They didn't remove it, Amy? Was it just, it's not in a good spot to be removed? She used to teach us. Wow. You have that problem too, Margaret? Partial knee replacement a couple years ago. Yeah, they get misaligned. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to like smack my head one way and then it's all fine and dandy? I have no idea. But they've done, they've done MRIs, all the scans. They've checked all the different things that they could think of. But the guy, this is kind of like the last test they can do. And I guess if this comes out without any results, then they'll just say, well, you just got a messed up head. I don't know. You want it to be something they can easily fix, but sometimes things can't be fixed. I don't know. Let's see. Room spins when I lay down. Hi, Nikki. My gym buddy had the problem with his ear crystals and vertigo. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Margaret. Wow. Sending hugs. Sorry. Crohn's, arthritis. Oh, my uncle has Crohn's. Uh, wow, Kel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that I had heard that there's different things you can do to try to realign the crystals in your ears. I mean, who would have like where did they come up with this stuff? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out, Lori. Wow, most of it was removed. Wow. Oh my gosh, Amy. This is crazy. It's just, I'm glad that they could remove what they can and that they're kind of keeping on top of it though. But yeah, no, so I figured this out because, um, so I got thinking about it. I stopped drinking any kind of alcohol, in September, a couple years ago, okay? Because I was pulled over, not for driving weird, but because my lights weren't on. I was back working at a winery, and basically the lights weren't on. I was a rental car, and I'm always have my lights set to auto come on in my car. Well, apparently this one was not, and I didn't think about it. Pulled me over, and he saw nystagmus, a little bit of nystagmus in my eyes, which I didn't know I had. I had to go through the gamut of testing and everything. Of course, I smell like wine because I just came from a winery, right? Because I worked at a winery. So it's like a really bad experience. Very, very scary for me. But anyway, so then I had my husband checking my eyes, and then I stopped drinking. And that whole feeling you get where it's almost like you're on a boat, right? Where the boat is kind of shifting a little bit. That kind of weird feeling that you also get when you drink. Um, Without alcohol was feeling that feeling all the time. So I had that, and then I had that weird feeling, and so I was like, that's not normal. But see, because I had been drinking, I didn't know that. So I don't know how long it's been going on for, but that's what got me to finally go in. And so now it's like, okay, let's get to the bottom of it. What the heck's going on with my head? So, oh my goodness. All right, where are we here? I'm glad that's helping you get a knife. Yeah, the rolling of the ocean feeling. Exactly. And I was just before I came on live, I'm filling out they give you like a 3-page, 4-page questionnaire, tons of little questions like, do you feel dizzy when this and this and that? And they're saying all the things that are true for me. I'm like, yes, that does this. Oh, do you feel dizzy when you like I have to be careful when I reach down to get some shampoo or something and then come back up again. I feel that wave of like, I'm going to lose my balance, So I have to be really careful. Left side of my face permanently numb. Ugh. Wow. Michael. Something special. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So you have that kind of same feeling going on then, it sounds like. Ugh, see, now I'm going into doing doubles because I'm not paying attention. Okay, no, I got to do a triple, and then I got to twist it to the front and do single. Yeah, I do too, Nessa. There's certain people I will say that I do not like to drive in the car with because of the whole like shifting the stop the starting motion of their driving style. I get so nauseous. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, Lori. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Obviously, I'm there only for a few days because of work, and you know, I had a little bit because I'd had some with food and everything else, but I was not impaired in any way. But it scared the daylights out of me. It was such a freaky experience. And yeah, I eventually at the very end of it, they did that test as well, and I was fine. I was very well under the limit. Um, but it was just like terrifying because I didn't have my family wasn't there. I'm driving a rental car. I just accidentally didn't put the lights on. It wasn't even that dark yet, you know, but because those extra lights weren't on, that's what they got me for. I'm like, oh my gosh, all the things that could happen. So I already did an MRI with contrast. That was months and months and months ago. In fact, this inner ear test that they're going to be doing, I had it scheduled. The soonest that they could get me in was like a year out, right? They waited until the year came to tell me that, I'm sorry, we're no longer doing this test. So I had to wait a year for them to tell me that they weren't going to be able to do it. So then I had to find another place to do this test. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to drive further out, but I don't even care. I'm like, just, can you please just get it done? I want to close this chapter, you know? Oh my goodness. Hi, Mom Red. This is James on his friend's phone. Oh, okay. My James? Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. Back to crocheting. So did anybody make gifts for people that they had no idea were coming this Christmas? And like, did you get a good reaction of them? I was afraid at first when my son opened the blanket because I was like, oh my gosh, maybe he doesn't want me to sew it together. Speaking of which, so that was my James. Okay. You're so funny. I'm like, who's this creeper troll? Oh, it's not. It's
Chase's,
my son.
It's Chase's cousin. His here.
Oh, gotcha.
Kevin, Chase, his cousin.
Oh my gosh, you
and
got a
me.
whole full house, don't you?
Yeah, we definitely need to restart.
Yes, you can use my iPad. I think it's in his room. They're so funny. But yeah, at first I was worried when he opened the blanket that because he had played with it for so many years as a kid and used it as a game, he would make a game out of it, right? Now it's stuck together. I was a little worried that he would have a cow about it, but he loves it. It's on his bed. He's fine. But I wasn't too sure at first. Oh, you made your mama a beanie and she loved it. That's awesome. Cal, yay, new member. I'm so happy you're one of my new Frizzy friends. You got a new member. Please don't be creepy.
What are you doing?
Welcome to the Frizzy friends. Yay. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is what happens when you turn 40. I'm telling you. I'm like overheating. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Steven, you've been lurking. What are you working on? You made your dad a scarf and thought it was pretty mediocre, but he loved it. Aw, that's awesome. All right, James. Okay, he's showing you his alien.
It's a big alien.
Oh my goodness. This is how it's going to be, you guys. During the summertime, I'm forewarning you now. This is how it's probably going to be. I'm going to have my kiddos like coming in and out, popping in and out. No, we definitely will get work done. I'll try to shut the door if I can. Oh, you guys do a white elephant exchange? But it's actually good stuff, right? I made a paw print heart lapgan, put it in there, and it kept getting stolen. Oh, that must have made you feel really good, Lori. I would have loved that. That's awesome. Round one done. Now for the tree.
Shut the door.
You heard that.
I'm listening in on you.
Why are you? All right, you guys.
Wait, did it work? Did it work?
For the tree. Oh, Kim, are you putting away your holiday decorations? Is that what's happening over there? I need to do that. I did that in my office because, you know, it's one of those things when you first put the decorations up and you're really enjoying and the ambiance, the lights. I do want to do something. I loved having those lights back here. So I don't know. I don't know if I should get like an LED strip light kind of thing that I can change the colors on, or how to do that. But especially when I come in the afternoons and do lives, because it gets kind of dark. So it's nice to have that extra lighting. So I'll have to think on that one. But the other ones felt very Christmassy. So I was like, Hey, Pet World, how are you? Violet. I'll call you Violet. I go again because I have to go live. Oh, you're going live too. Nice. 2025, my time going to lives will be cut way down. Got a lot of goals for my channel. Required me to buckle down. So have you already figured out how you're gonna structure your year, Michael? That's what I need to work on today. Made up of candy, drinks, and cheese. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Shai had posted, it was a vlog, but she did a little scan of some of the foods and stuff that they had enjoyed on Christmas Eve, which I guess in Sweden is when you guys celebrate Christmas. And so she was showing off all the food. There was a lot of food. It looked great. Let's see here. Your ornaments. Oh, you got to Mod Podge them still? I'm starting another kennel mat for animal rescues used to loom knit. Crochet is much faster. Loom knitting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can imagine the crocheting would be a lot faster. Is loom knitting? I would not expect loom knitting and the word fast to ever be in a sentence together. Aw, poor puppy has an ear infection. Aw. Structured and scheduled, rather written down on calendar. Michael, help me. I need help figuring out how to structure, and I need to organize myself, because I think that like December and the craziness of December just really made me realize that I was doing that, obviously trying to get remonetized, which should be today. Doing this live will push me past 4,000 watch hours, you guys. So thank you so much. I love you guys so much for being here and helping me get back to being monetized again, so we can continue doing this and having more content here on the channel. But YouTube's still 5 days behind, so I won't notice anything change for 5 more days, but that's okay. I know that it's hit that number, but now that we've gotten there, I am going to be doing a lot more members lives, and then I'll have a few scheduled throughout the week too, that will be just for anyone to come in and join. But I need to schedule my time in blocks, because I haven't been filming other than doing these lives pretty much for the full month of December, because we were doing the painting, and then I'd come back on and we'd crochet, and then it was mostly lives. But it helped. I mean, that's how I got past the watch hours, because I noticed that the videos were not getting the traction that I was going to need, and so I just did what I had to do. But I also really like hanging out with you guys too, so I just need to have a better time management system, and then that way I can do both. But my kids are like, "You're always live, Mom." I'm like, "Well, because I'm hanging out with my friends. What do you want?" Let's see here. Say, Michael, done a monthly plan for the whole year. Whether I stick to it or not is a different thing, Sam said. We have a whole list of rules that get read before we start every year. One item that is more of an actual white elephant, but people put good stuff with it too. Yeah, I like it when people think about the gift that they're putting in there, and that it's not just like something junky and that kind of thing. It's nice when you actually have something somebody would want to steal, you know, makes it more fun. Today I was thinking I want to do my plan for next year for my YouTube channel and a list of what techniques and skills I want to do next year. Yep. Yeah, because, you know, I want my channel to also be considered a tutorial channel. I want to continue teaching how to make amigurumis. I want to do another crochet along this year for corner to corner. So there's definitely things I want to do, and then I'll sprinkle throughout that. I would like to do more vlogs. I don't know how you guys feel about those. I like making vlogs. I don't know if people enjoy watching them as much as I do. I like watching vlogs, but that's on me. But if it's content you guys like to watch, let me know, because I'll bring those back as well. Let's see. Loom knitting takes a long time. I loom knit as well. Oh, do you really, Nessa? Oh my goodness. See, we learn new things about each other every day. I love that. I've been talking with certain who've been helping me with my structure. Michael, help me with my structure, Michael. Pass it down. That's how I initially found Mikey. Oh, really? You found him through loom knitting. How cool. Yeah, he cracks me up on his shorts and stuff where he's acting like the call person. Oh my gosh, I'm in tears. I love them. They're so good. Oh my gosh, Nessa, we're like right next to each other then, huh? You just passed your 4,000. That's so cool. I don't know why they've been 5 days behind all month long. I don't know if it's always like that. Because sometimes I've heard people say, oh yeah, it was like the next day. But no, they've been consistently 5 days behind this whole time. Yeah, Mikey's awesome sauce. Hi, Serena. Nikki, I need adult time. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. We've just been chatting about a whole bunch of different things the last, what has it been? Almost an hour and a half. Let's see. You like vlogs, Mandy? Yeah, limited time and energy because you work full time. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Ellen. Yeah, Michael, do a tutorial for your members that need assistance. Oh my gosh. Once fully monetized, some things hit instantly and some take a day or two. Gotcha. That's funny. Yeah. Yes. Welcome to everyone that just came in. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been behind, but I'm hoping that now that the channel is getting remonetized, YouTube starts actually helping to assist in pushing the content out, you know, because I'm doing all the things that, you know, like I got TubeBuddy and I started working on making sure the titles were right and all these things just so people could find the content, you know, because especially with tutorials, I mean, Michael knows, we've spoken about this a lot, that the tutorial itself can take hours to film depending on what you're making. But editing it takes probably 2 to 3 times that amount. And then if you only get like the bee earrings, those were, I kid you not, everybody loves them when I wear them. I put them out, I think it's gotten 80 views and that's it. So it's like, it took hours and hours. Again, you know, it's like, okay, well, YouTube's not pushing it out there. So we need to find ways to get it out there so people can find it. So I'm also going to work on other things like creating pinnable content, having it up on the blog too, because on frizzybee.com is where I have the blog, and I have not been very active on that, and I'll admit. So I need to create backlinks to the content and on Pinterest and stuff like that too. Just sharing it out, you know, and letting people know it's there, I think will help a lot. So I got to do all those things. I need to up my social media game, you guys. Oh. Should, but I'm not. Yeah, I get that, Nessa. Well, even telling you guys what I told you today I wasn't sure if I should talk about that, but you know, It's all part of who we are and what we've experienced and such. So, yeah, Michael, have you recovered yet? Oh. Oh, good. We're distracting you from it. That's good. That's right. Still leave your DNA. Yep, put your thummies in. That's the other thing, Nessa. And that was something that if you saw Crochet by Jenna came onto the channel. So I have this In the Hive series that I started, this interview series. So that's also going to be going on this new year. I've already got people interested in coming on, and I will be reaching out to a lot more. So if there's people that you love to watch, let me know. I can always, the worst they can say is no, right? But I love to bring other content creators on, so we can learn from each other, and also so we can find each other, because I think, you know, I find some amazing artists. It's not all crochet. Sometimes I find painters that I love, or, you know, crafters that make amazing things. Like, I feel like if you're artistic in any way, whether you do the other arts or not, you can appreciate them, and you can enjoy and pull that energy into whatever it is that you do, right? So that's kind of how I see it. So I won't only have crocheters on, I'll have other artists on as well. But I mean, we gain inspiration from each other, I think. So I'm looking forward to reaching out to these people that I know. And then, like I said, let me know if there's people you enjoy, and I'll try to get them on. Let's see. I was talking, and then my chat went on like, what are people saying? I don't want to miss anything. Apart, and then realize you don't want to do anymore. I was right there, Kim, yesterday when I was just in my little area trying to fix it, because it was stressing me out. I can't even tell you, I couldn't even walk in the area. The whole ground was covered. Every counter surface was covered with stuff. And I said to my husband, I'm like, I need you to tell me what to do. I don't even know where to start. Like, I just don't even know where to start. And, you know, so he was helping me. I was getting overwhelmed. I learned if I go to someone's channel and hit play, it will play all night and give the person extra watch hours. Exactly. Yes. Thank you for doing that, Lana. See, it did help. It really did. All those that were just getting it running and stuff, that really helped jump them up. Fiber Arts for donation. You never know, Amy. I mean, you know, people love fast and easy anything. If you can make something fast and easy for them, I think that they will watch that. So looking forward to growth on mine as well. Wednesday night with Little Lego and Dawn Yarn Doll. I really enjoyed it. Definitely was unplanned. Oh, nice. I'm glad that went well. I was on Dawn's, Dawn was on live. I was in the chat, and then I saw Little Lego was asking if she was joining him. So I'm glad that all worked out. Let's see. Trying to get back down to the bottom. Oh, yes, Art Junkie. Yes, I've been following her too. I should have her come on. She does a lot of different things. Yep. Oh, Kim, you opened Pandora's box, didn't you? Now you're like, what do I do? Oh my gosh. I have lots of shorts ready to publish, just waiting to do it. I have been too nervous. Oh, why are you nervous, Blake? You know, you just gotta do it. I mean, you just rip the Band-Aid off, you know? I haven't had an energy to organize or clean. I was like that yesterday. Even though I'm hurting, I still went ahead and put a lot of yarns in totes. Well, because now you're starting to move your stuff into the other room, right, Michael? Yep. Helping other channels get watch hours. Exactly. You opened Pandora's basement. my goodness. Yep. Okay. 3 bags of yarn while straightening up my stash. Off to the seniors. Need to use MT stash. Organize my yarn in my storage bags and containers, all in totes and bags piled in my room. Oh no, you decided not to? Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, I feel ya. That's the thing. So if you can make the space work for you with what you have, then that's the way to do it. Even if that means storing totes of yarn in other rooms or closets, just to get it so it's not cluttering your space, then that might be the way to go. Mandy, you're like, I gotta organize my stash. I just don't want to. So that's a tomorrow problem. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I had some yarn behind me. I love it when people do the yarn wall thing, and I had that. But number one, I had blanket yarn up there, which means you can't really fit that much, so you're kind of not getting that sort of colorful vibe look that you want anyway. So that didn't really work. So it was pretty much just storing those yarns. Those were the yarns that I had to put into that big Joann's bag. But also, like, my head was always covering Frizzy over here, and there you go, Kim. See, my little somebody got Rue. This is Rue from Kim. So Kim at Fortune Knit Creation, she sent this to me. So she hangs out with me here, and Frizzy. Nope, this way. Frizzy. There's tutorials for these guys up on the channel, the kitty cat and the bee. But yeah, so I adjusted those. I just got this from Temu because I love these like old file cabinet things. I don't have anything in them yet, but I love this. So I got this one, and I got another one over in my paper station. You want to come? Here, I'll take you with me. I'll show you. You want to go on another trip, you guys? Okay, here we go. I don't want to make anybody sick though, so let's go slowly. Okay, I'm gonna go slow because I don't want you guys getting sick because I get sick too. Hi, Granny D. How's it going? Okay. I hope nobody got sick. Okay, so this is my other desk that this is not mine. This is one of the kids. Anybody want a candy cane? But anyway, so this is my other area where I do the paper crafts. This is the other one I got from Temu. So I decided to use it for storing like ribbons and lace. There's my embroidery thread and grommets. I don't have anything in these little drawers yet, but I will. I don't love that it hits this, but that's kind of the space that I had. But yeah, so I have all these little tchotchkes. There's the little baby nanner that I did right there. But yeah, so I've got little things. I made a little this is a character from a book series that I did not write, but his name is Squashy. He's a pumpkin. But anyways, so this is now nice and clean. And then over here, see, I'm giving you guys a tour. So over here is where my shipping station is. And so this is where I decided to put all of my safety eyes, you guys. This was not filled up. So I removed all the safety eyes I had everywhere in my area, and I put them all in here. So I've got this area much better. So that's what I was working on yesterday. Oh, and I didn't show you, but I have this as well. This is also from Temu, you guys. This little like storage rack thing, I had that from Temu. And so while I'm at it, I'm also going to share with you where Arthur is usually, just so you guys have a better idea. Here's Archiekins. So he's always on this bed behind the wall. This is behind the wall, you guys. And Merlin has decided he wants to have a new space. So he's also on the bed, but he's right here. So there's the kitties. So there you go. There's your little 5-second tour. All right, what did I miss? Open to seltzer, can't find it. You open to seltzer, can't find it. It got eaten by Pandora's box. Yeah, I put it in other rooms. Yep. Okay. I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, you're going to try to do the yarn wall, Blake? Oh, I hope you post a picture. I want to see. Oh, no. Why did I flip you around? Sorry about that. Hey, I'm back. Okay. I'm going to give some advice Crystal Bagaday gave. Don't do yarn walls. It entices rude people to be even more rude in emails. It creates more issues than it's worth. Good to know. What are they saying I mean, what is there to be rude about? Color? Beautiful yarn? I mean, like, you know, I guess anybody will take a chance to say something negative, but no other place to put the yarn. And somehow with Christmas, it's crazy messed up. Yep. They said it wasn't home. Kitties, yay, kitties. It's so much better, Granny D. I can't tell you. I can actually walk without potentially tripping. And especially because I already have like the equilibrium issue and stuff. So then I have to like go like this to try to do a dance to get out of my space, and it's really bad. It's not a room, Cal. It's my bedroom that I've cordoned off with a Calyx bookshelf from IKEA. I've created a little Zen space. I've started putting plants, like real plants, in because I was tired of all the fake ones. So I have like a plant here, and I have some over in the other corner. But I would like more. I would like to have actually some hanging. I think that would be really pretty. Oh, gotcha, Michael. Gotcha. Oh, you have too much yarn. Yeah, but they don't always know how you get the yarn. Like I found somebody on Facebook Marketplace that was getting rid of so much yarn. It was ridiculous. Their whole stash, and most of it was like the acrylic type I used for amigurumi. So I just lucked out and happened to be the first one that saw her listing, because that would have gone really fast. Like I just for the very first time got my first ever bougie yarn, and Granny D's got a lot of beautiful bougie yarn, and I've seen it, but I'm like, I just can't bring myself to spend more than like 10 bucks on a skein of yarn. I think is probably the most I've spent. And so I got those ones from my sister-in-law I shared with you guys, and those are from that little specialty shop. I felt so like, oh my God, I got bougie yarn. It was exciting. If you get a cocktail to help with the insomnia, squishy hugs. Oh. People were saying to Crystal that she was selfish. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. That's nuts. No worries, Kel. No worries. But I got emails asking my contract. I cannot give it away. Yeah, you have to make sure you stick with your contract so that you can continue to get the yarn to make all the tutorials that they want you to make anyway. Hi, Leanie. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, well, and that's kind of, so that's why, like, when I did the giveaways when I turned 40. So a lot of the yarn that I got, or that I had, was yarn that either had come from that the haul that I found, or yarn that I've had that I just am not using and stuff like that. So then I use those as giveaway prizes too. So I don't go out and buy specific yarn. Although some of those Dollar Tree Premier ones I had bought a bunch of them, and so I was using those as some of the giveaway items. But so I'll use my yarn for that, you know. Aw. I wonder if Crystal would come on the channel. I'll have to send her a message too. I would love to have her on. Yeah, she does. She works very hard for her channel. Exactly, Margaret. Oh. Oh my gosh, Nessa. It's hard to do anything on lack of sleep, right? Okay, sounds good, Granny D. Oh, I don't think I've ever worked with mohair. I don't think I've ever had a skein of mohair. And I don't think the bougie yarns I got had mohair either. They did have a merino wool in them. So I don't think you could touch those, Michael, because I think they have, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely wools that don't seem to bother you, like the, what you call it? The supernova ones seemed like they weren't bothering you though. Let's see. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, no worries on Crystal. Like, she's got a lot on her plate, so I totally get that. A Stenley and a superwash merino from Mishi, and now I purchased one of Dee's. Oh, did you get one of Dee's hand-dyed hanks? I've never gotten a hank, but I don't have one of those, what are they called? Swifts. I don't have a Swift to, like, make it right. To make it into a cake either. Oh. Is that how you spell bougie, Nessa? I don't remember how I spelled it. I spelled it on something. It might have been something I sent to the members, but I was like, oh my gosh, I actually can say that I have a bougie yarn now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. We just figured it out on yesterday's live what weight they were because they didn't tell you. Oh, you did, Michael? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I think once I get more apt at doing wearables and understanding how much yarn I need for doing each project, then it would make more sense to buy some of the nicer yarns. If it's, especially if it's for a gift for somebody, I could see that. But since I don't, I probably am buying way too much from Premier, but they were so cheap because of their discounts that if I had an extra skein, I'll probably just use that in a giveaway sometime down the road. Let's see, turned around laundry basket upside down and used that as my Swift when I had hanks. Oh, did you? You MacGyvered it, Lori. I think Nessa was telling me I should use some of them for like beanies or something small like that because I got 3 skeins. They're 3 different colors and they're different weights as well. So I wouldn't really want to mix them. I don't think the colors would go very well together. So let's see here. Hi, Abu. How are you? From India. Welcome in. Use my kids' arms. Okay, hold still, guys. Hold still. Start wrapping it around them. You're a fashion designer. Oh, that's exciting. Thank you for subscribing. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, a beanie I think would be the way to go. And I haven't made any beanies, so this will be a nice new thing to make. 3 laying around here somewhere. I lose one. Buy one to replace. Find the lost one and just keep accumulating them. I did that with Apple pencils, Michael. I think I have 3 now. And they're not cheap. But when you're a digital artist, you have to have the Apple pencils. So, and then later I found one in a bag that I would only use when I would go to like Starbucks and work on writing one of my books. So I'd have my laptop in there. I found the Apple pencil way down in the bottom crack of one of the side pouches. So that was where one of them was hiding. Oh, right. Yes, thank you for that gauge tool. I know, it took a while. I felt like Kim was on there was one day that somebody was trying to teach her how to do something through the chat. And she and I were both like, because I mean, she didn't know I was like that too, but I was trying to figure it out based on how it was being written up. And I'm like, gosh, I hope Kim figures it out, which she did. But when you were telling me, okay, wrap it around the ruler and doing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I did. I figured it out. I was very happy. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? Are you doing anything fun? Put my little baby books away here. There's my little magnifying glass. Thank you, Michael. I'll check that out. I saw the little notification came up from Discord. Thanks, Michael. Okay. I feel like at the very least I should get a row done, but I have barely anything done, and I'm not feeling very good about myself right now. I think it's the same length it was the last time I showed it to you. I think this, I'm thinking that this scarf might be too big, you guys. It's really long. But is there such a thing as too long of a scarf? I don't know. I'm also hoping that when I finish it, because it's still kind of doing, hang on, it's being weird. Hang on a sec. See how it's still like curling on itself? I'm hoping that once I go back in and do the top stitching, it'll kind of pull it more flat. But I might just need to block it, I guess. But it's really long, you guys. Like, it's really long. It just keeps going, see? See how big it is? I was thinking he could wrap it a couple of times and then have it hang down. Oh, you're going to Tahoe? Oh, Tahoe's so much fun. Hi, Beth. How are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. I hope you're doing well. You're playing board games, Steven? And the day after, I'm playing video games with other friends. Friends and games. That sounds good. We just, for Christmas, so we have this, it's a mini arcade cabinet. It's a small version one, right? Just has 2 joysticks and then the buttons. And it came with a few games on it and stuff, but my husband had found a company that could, I don't know what it's called, but they put together some software thing that you can put inside of it. I don't know how it works, but whatever it is, it gives you like all the old games that we had growing up and stuff. So you can play pretty much anything that I think was on the Sega Genesis. I don't know all the games and stuff, but I was listing off a bunch and he was like, yes, 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 like Sonic's on there. Ooh, I wonder if Crash Bandicoot's on there. That one was fun. But yeah, so now you can play them on our little arcade cabinet thing. Your sister has an off-brand Apple pencil that she says is way better than the actual. Really? Came with black tape over the Samsung logo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're getting that feeling, right, Michael? Needing to buy a mess ton of yarn. Oh, Beth. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you feel better. And just come hang out with us more, right? We'll get you in good spirits. Have they put them on sale now, Nessa? Are the sales happening again? 2024, I've got Fashion Designer Award. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. Emulator. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot was a ton of fun. I also liked Rayman was a good one. Banjo-Kazooie was fun too. The voices were a little much, but it was a fun game too. Thank you, Abu. Trying my best to. Yeah, you're getting a lot of tech selling. They're like, come and buy all the things. Ooh, you got a furls hook. How do you like it? So smooth, I went and got more. New addiction unlocked. The furls ones, those are they acrylic or what do they make those with? Is that like a resin one or? But you just said they were metal, so they do those with metal. Okay, gotcha. Kel's like, what? Sales? What? Who's having a sale? Marco Polo t-shirt and Gucci brand. Ooh, those are some good brands. So are furls better than clover? They're more expensive, I know that, but oh, the furls was too heavy for you, Margaret? Hiya, Dottie. How are you? Joann's has a sale, but I prefer to buy when it's not doorbuster so I can use the coupons. The converting program so you can play the old video games on a newer system. Oh, emulator is that. Oh my gosh. So Nessa knows what Nessa, you know what I'm talking about then. Thank you for the word. I'm like, I don't know. It's called something, but so I got him that for Christmas. He went and he applied it to his cabinet yesterday. And I guess him and my daughter were playing, what were they playing? Was it Mario? They were playing one of the old games and she was enjoying it. Because, you know, the older games, you have to be able to, you have to have more of a ability to just not get like too easily distracted. I don't know how to say this. It's like kids now are just from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. But these older games usually had like a story and it built on itself, right? So that it takes more focus, I guess, to get through them. And it saves where you are. It takes like it's able to do some sort of snapshot of where you are in the game. So that way you can start where you left off. I got Furl's black metal. Sam said, don't like it, but forcing myself to use it. You prefer clover. Furls has wooden, resin, and metal crochet hooks. Okay, good to know. Calculate the doorbuster versus coupons at Joann's too. So is it better when you have a coupon versus the doorbuster sale usually? Model shirt. Also, I'm Dezen. Oh, Dezen is your name? Hello, Dezen. A Furls blush a few months ago. Have been practicing with it. It's hard for me because it slides in my hand. Oh, that's not good. That's going to mess with your tension. Oops. Sounds good, Winsome Cat. I'll see you next time. Furls versus clover has a lot to do with how you hold, how you hold the hook. Oh no, which one were you trying to get, Beth? Realize that maybe you didn't know what that word meant. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Yep, exactly. You die and it ends there in those. Exactly. Hey, at least we don't have to pull the cartridges out and blow on them to get them working, right? So we've come a long way from that. I have to try it, but the metal is great. Yeah, I usually do metal hooks. Prim hooks. Ooh, I haven't heard of those. I stopped using them when Juan held up my favorite hook and said it was his also. You're like, I don't want to use it anymore. Depends on doing so. Furls hooks are very pretty. The metal furls hook, in my opinion, are heavy. Person to person. I use the resin. It's usually very smooth. Game Genie was the bomb. Game Genie. Still can't find my seltzer. Oh my gosh, Kim, retrace your steps. You checked the basement? Because that's where you were. The furls glides through the yarn beautifully. Ooh, I'll have to try the Prim ones. I've had hooks that were awful before. I've bought hooks from the Dollar Tree that were not good, that were like a plastic, and they would make, so sometimes, especially with acrylic yarn, you hear that squeaky sound, right? Which is can you get used to it, but then there's some, like I've had some hooks that I bought from like Daiso and things, and as I'm pulling it through, it's like 3 times as loud as just your standard hook. So that's a little much. Mandy loves furls. What about, what's the other one? O-Fire? What about the O-Fire hooks? Yarnology hooks too. I had the cheat codes for Mario memorized. That's so funny. Circle, square, circle, square. Yes, I can hear you, Abu. I'm a big fan of Rihanna. She does have nice music. I went ahead squeaking with my Prim hooks. Even with the acrylic yarns, Nikki? Catching on the yarn, not smooth. Interesting. So it sounds like it's just depends on the person, probably the tension, how you hold the hook. Oh my gosh. You got paid on the phone and on Frizzy. Oh my gosh. Help me not to grip so tight. Oh, that's interesting. So ergonomics then, Kel, sounds like it's better for you. Let's see. None even with acrylic yarn. Wow. Hi, Rashab. Welcome in. That's amazing. I think I've gotten so accustomed to hearing that squeak and that sound when I work with these yarns that I don't think about it too much until somebody makes a comment, and then it's like I hear it for a while. Although, now that I said that, this one's really not doing that. It's not making the noise. But some of them do, and it's just like, oh my goodness. This, oh, do I have any? I think I packed it away for now. Supernova is by Big Twist, and it is a kind of a newer variegated yarn, and they have all different ones that I've seen. I got some of the Mars Landing that's like blacks and reds and those kind of tones, very, very pretty. Then they have Andromeda. I got, what was the other one? They're all spacey themed. One of them is really pretty that I have not been able to find, and it's got like greens and purples. It's so pretty. It's very Beetlejuicy, but I love it. I would like to get that one. I just haven't found it yet. Black t-shirt. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Abu, about having you have her face on your shirt. Is that what you're saying? I clean them with a rag before I use. Oh, interesting. Okay. Prim has both plastic and metal. I started with the plastic because they fit my hands and aren't slippery. I got knockoff clovers from Temu that I like too. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's the same ones I got. I don't think I've used them yet. Hang on, let me see if I can grab them. Here they are. Is it these? You do? That use squeaky hooks? You're like, I can't deal with it. You click off. Hi, Barbara. Okay, sounds good, Leslie. Have a good one. These are the ones I got from Temu, and I have not used them yet. They are almost rubbery feeling, but let's see. What size hook am I using? Oh, I grabbed it the first shot. Let's try it out, shall we? All right. Let's see if it makes the sound. and how it is, but these are from, oh, I can already tell it's going to make the sound. Listen. That's annoying. Well, that's unfortunate. That means all of them are going to do that. That's terrible. Ooh. Let's go back to the metal hook. Yeah, the Andromeda one is really pretty. I got three. Did I get three? I got three, I think. 3 or 4. Are you using these ones, Kim? Because these make a horrible sound. Maybe it's just this yarn. You have these ones. Yeah, so okay, I'll try them on other yarns that I use and see if that changes. They don't feel bad to hold. It's just that if I'm gonna have to listen to that the whole time, that's gonna get annoying. Cringe. Ellen's like, no, don't turn off, Ellen. I've switched my hook. Good health for you and your family members also. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Abu. I have those, but I also got metal ones. Those, some had to be sanded down. Oh, and they snagged the yarn. No. Yeah, I'm going to check on Prim. I should actually write that down because I'm one of those people that the minute I get sidetracked on things so easily that I just forget to look things up. So when you guys tell me something, I write it down, and then that way I don't forget. Yes, Supernova's Mars Landing. Yep. That one is the one I've got. ASMR time. Yeah, why don't I do a video, you guys? How many of you guys would watch this? I'm going to do a video. I'm just going to crochet. I'm not going to talk, except for if I do talk, I'm going to whisper because apparently people like that. And then I will work with this hook, so it'll be really nice and loud. Nope, no plans to come to India, sorry. But Happy New Year for sure. Let's see. Yeah. Loving the Supernovas. My favorite weight is 4, but Supernova is a close second. What have you made with them, Michael? Oh, okay. So Lori said a bigger hook can than is called for can reduce the squeak. That's interesting. Not going. Okay. No, I have nothing against India. I just don't have any. I've never even gone outside of our country, the United States, so nothing against India. You clean your hooks with alcohol before using them. Interesting. 2 shawls and a triangular scarf. Ooh, I want to see how they came out, Michael. Do you take any pictures of them? Because when I buy yarns that are variegated like that, I try to look up pictures of them to see what sort of pattern that they'll come out with, right? Or what are people making with these yarns and stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10, I can't find them when I look them up that way, which is frustrating. So unless whoever is selling the yarn, whatever company sells the yarn, has an image of how it's going to work up, like the one, the Premier Bloom, it works up in a very specific way, so you can kind of get the floral design look. So that's helpful to kind of envision how it's going to look in a wearable. But if they don't show you, then, you know, some of them, they look good on the skein, but then when you see them worked up, it's like really choppy in how the colors come out. Buying new yarn, so I haven't even let myself look, but Supernova Mars Landing sounds like something my science nerd heart would go insane for. Yes, it will. All of the colorways. I mean, I don't think there were any that I really didn't care for. I really enjoyed all of the ones that I saw anyway. Has Big Twist winter yarn on super sale. Getting the peppermint twist because it doesn't look too Christmassy. Yeah, I like the ones I got they don't look Christmassy to me. They're not, although, so Shy made a hexagon cardigan that was made with a Hobie yarn, and it is Christmas colors, but the way that the hexagonal cardigan wrap worked up, it's just so pretty. So I could see making that one as a Christmas sweater, but I would want to make it as something else too. Probably in like rose pink kind of tones, you know, maybe a maroon or something. Thank you, Lori. And thank you, Michael. Oh, Creative Grandma. Yes, I just found her recently, and I was noticing that she was doing that too. So I will check her channel out and see if she's done them. Let's see here. Isn't that always funny how they start off and it's not very trollish, but eventually it gets there. It always ends up getting there. You put in your yarn and they'll show you all the projects people made with it. Oh, I'm on Ravelry. I just didn't think to look it up that way. Let's do that before I buy something. Look in Ravelry. You can do a search for the yarn and click on projects, and I look to see how the yarn looks worked up. So did you Google search? Okay. Bulky big twist yarns for hats and cowls for donation. They work up fast and warm. Oh, thank you, Granny D. Are those pretty? The bottom is like that clay, you know, where they stamp the clay and then cut it out. Yeah. Sounds good, Nessa. Hi, Izzy. Ooh, you got a package. That's exciting. Happy mail. Yeah, these ones seem like they could, just the way that they feel is, I could see them getting like dirty over time, if that makes sense. It's almost like, oh, it's not my favorite, but you know, the books that have the kind of velvety cover, it's kind of like that. Working at the library system, I know that those feel kind of grimy and gross after time with so many people handling them and using them. But that's kind of what these feel like. Frogged my sweater, ribbing 3 times, not doing it again. It is what it is. Aww. So the sweater will just end, right? No extra ribbing there. Aw, Izzy, you're having a hard time. Dry erase board roll I ordered so I can turn my yarn room door into a big dry erase board to jot my projects and ideas down on. Wow. I have a small one, and actually I need to just erase it and redo it. My kids got a hold of it, you know. James is like reminding me, you got to make sure you do the Whimsy book, Mom, book 3. So that's what he was reminding me. But actually, I did interviews, so that could go. Book review. Well, we're going to do that this year, right? We're going to do one a month. Book 3, that's PLS is please. That's Whimsy. Oh, I did need to do stitch markers DIY. I haven't done that yet, but I did do the bee earrings. So, you know, I'm on my way, but I actually have a lot of things I need to add to this. So yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out. But anyway, I started doing that because I saw you were doing that, Michael, and I'm like, that's a good idea. I should try that. But then just like with everything else, I have a hard time sticking to it. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Your grandma got your sister yarn that you had asked for? Does your sister use yarn for anything? That, yeah, Amy, I bet. Yep. Right color to match my latte and ivory. Oh, she crochets too. Oh, I should have spread the love of the yarn, right? Giving it to both of you. Wow. Yeah, there was one thing that I got that my mother-in-law doesn't remember buying, and I have no idea why it was in my stuff. It was something for like, I think it was for like hanging pictures or something, but she doesn't recall who it was for or whatever. It just ended up in the under the tree for me. So I gave it to my husband. I'm like, you could probably use it. Yeah, right. Thank you, Michael. I know I never know what to say to that, so I appreciate you guys being on top of it. I try to make sure I'm interacting if it's something that seems okay or whatnot, but yeah, they don't always make sense in English either. Dots hooks too, a dear friend sent me, and I like them a lot. Oh, the dots hooks. Dots hooks. I don't think I've tried those ones either. As mostly most of the ones that I have are boy hooks. I have some that are probably like a faux clover that have the kind of grip handle, but I'm pretty sure that they're probably like the clevers instead of the clovers, you know? You like dots hooks. Where do you find those ones? Are those on Amazon or Joann's? Oops, here I am doing a double. I need to do a triple. B needs me as a mod so I can get rid of these fools. Yeah, you want to be a mod, Kel? You're on my lives most of the time. I usually, if I see you around quite a bit, I make sure that I've got enough just in case. Oh, good, Izzy. Goals are really good. I know, instead of doing resolutions, the only resolution I would say for myself is just to try to keep myself tidy. Because I have such a big habit of when especially if I have a project going of any kind, it gets really messy because I'm doing filming and then I'll put something on the other table because I need the space, and then but then it won't get put back, and so then I've just got mess and it becomes dumping grounds. Every flat space becomes a dumping ground. Right, Michael? What's that? What's a resolution? I think goals are better than resolutions, right? Because we can set the goals and how to get there and when we want to achieve them by and that kind of thing. So goals are good. I am all for goals. Great at spotting creepers. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think honestly, portrait style lives, they're good in the sense that you allow other people to find you. So you do gain new crocheters that way. I would say probably more than doing the landscape view, just because it shows up on people's shorts. Having said that, you get trolls as well. So you have to deal with that. So I do a few of them this way. Predominantly, I'll do them the other way though, from now on, because this is not my favorite way to do them, but I sometimes just to try to gain more eyeballs on the channel, I'll go ahead and do it this way. So, but if we keep getting trolled, then nobody's gonna like that anyway. I don't like it either. So, or I'll just put it on like subscriber only mode. That usually helps keep them at bay. Ravelry a lot. Put my projects in and the yarn I used and hook size, and then the private note section where I can put any problems I had and how I fix them. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like keeping a digital journal, right, Beth? Kind of like what Kim does on her journal, but online, just keeping track of those things. Because we're not going to remember 3 years from now what yarns we use. Let's be real, you know? Not all. He was going with that and was mortified. Oh, looked very sleazy today. Izzy, no, I have memberships on the channel now. I'm getting like mush mouth, you guys. I think I need more coffee. Memberships are on the channel now. So if you see, it depends on where you're looking now, but if you're on a desktop next to my name, it says join, and then you can click and see which one you'd want to join. The cheapest is $2.99 a month, and that allows you to use like all the emojis, and you get the little name by your badge as well. The members only lives, all of that kind of stuff. I know, it's so funny because I didn't even know what a troll was. And then I was talking to Froggy One and Knitting, and she was explaining to me what they were and what she's seen on the streets. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't get that, you know? And then I was watching Simply Made by Hand, Bailey, who's very young. She's such a sweet girl, and she was getting major trolls the day that I was watching her. But she has her dad and her sister as her mods. And so her dad was like shutting them down as quick as they were coming. It was so funny. Like, oh my gosh, that's what a troll is. I get it. Yeah, exactly, Amy. That's why I was waiting. I'm like, is it going to go further than, you know? And it did. Oh my gosh. She does, right, Margaret? I feel like every time I'm on there. And, you know, through watching hers, because she's been getting a lot of subscribers lately, I just worry that a lot of them are subscribing and will unsubscribe because they're not really in it for crochet or creative anything, that, you know? And so that's kind of my concern with doing like the subscriber count goals. For me, I'm just looking for additional members of the community that haven't seen the channel yet, you know, and I'm trying to find all the pockets of YouTube where they hang out because, you know, that's how we find each other, is through seeing each other in the comments and through the lives and stuff like that. So, oh, Bailey's channel link. Quality family members. Exactly, Michael. Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. 100 trolls. Yeah. You'd have some fun, Sam. As Michael said, didn't he say whack-a-mole? It's like that, whack-a-troll. It's so funny. Yes. Seeing the chat screen like the right size, I see mostly Bee's beautiful face. Aw, thank you, Kel. Don't kick me out. Not on her. You've been in enough lives. I know that you're not, you know. No, you're good. I troll the trolls till they give up. I think I sent some new mods coming. I don't know if the coffee is helping or making it worse, but I'm like, because I'm talking so much, I have no moisture in my mouth. So I'm like, I need moisture. Give me coffee. I need probably water, but it's not as much fun, you know? Yeah, there were some of them, they were like asking Bailey to marry them and stuff, just kind of like that guy. And they're always asking, what's your age and all that kind of stuff. I think, you know, you pass a certain age and it's like, it's not a big thing anymore, but it's still kind of weird to ask. But it's not in other countries, so that is interesting, and I've learned that. Like in Korea, because I watch K-dramas and stuff, I know that that's actually a common question to ask somebody that you don't know, is what their age is, because if they are older than you, you have to speak with them with more respect. So it changes how you talk to somebody. But in the US, it's like, you know, one of those things you just don't really talk about. I meant to say, Kel, are you on your phone? Because if you're on your phone, sometimes it shows more of the chat, and you have to click, I think, on my face, and then it'll bump the chat down. The tablet, I think, would work the same way. Yes, you're welcome, Blake. Caffeine will solve all your problems. When in doubt, drink more coffee. Ah, that's too funny. Don't give a woman with nothing but time on her hands an excuse to play. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, Michael's live was so much fun. I didn't want to leave. I was having such a good time, and then I'm like, I have to parent. I have to go, help my son get to bed so Santa can come. They don't believe in Santa anymore, but we don't want to sit there bringing down the presents. Like it's one of those things. Okay, so in India they'll call you auntie. Yes. Yeah. No, Michael's was hilarious, and it was like I was telling them, I had popped in at one point and Granny D was on. I was hoping to catch Granny D because I have been on lives. I popped into hers sometimes, but I just thought it would be fun to see Granny D on Christmas Eve and stuff. But she was gone when I popped in. But my goodness, they were having some chats going. I was like, what am I walking into? This is like after hours with MDL Crochet and Mikey, and oh, she's a hoot. Yes, she is. Yeah. But you weren't sure, Michael, right? You weren't sure that Mikey was going to join you until he came into they call it like, what is like the back room, because when you're invited in, you have to click somebody onto the screen so they don't just automatically come on. Um, But yeah, I thought you didn't know he was going to come on until he actually came on. Americans have so many weird hangouts, age being one of them. To know how to address. Yeah, it's how to address you exactly. Yeah, and I don't mind. I celebrated my birthday with you guys, right? So even if you look back, you'll know that I'm 40 now, so yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome to get to meet him. I mean, I hadn't even gotten a chance prior to meet Craig, and so that was really nice to meet him as well and find out that we were both, or he still is, a library clerk, and that was my favorite ever job, was being a library clerk when I was in California, just prior to moving up here to Washington. So if I ever go back to work, I will look for a library clerk position because I really enjoyed doing that. It was a lot of fun. Rainy and cold outside, so we didn't go for the walk. We'll wait till it's not raining. I do need to go and get back to work. Aw. Thank you for coming in again, Nessa. It's so nice to see you on the channel now. He'll respond back and to say that he wanted to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and getting a response sometimes is enough, right? Because you don't always get any kind of response when you reach out to somebody that has such a big following like that. And so it's very surprising when you get that response. You're like, oh my gosh, you're in awe. Yes, I agree, Margaret. I wish that we took a page out of the books of many of the other countries. I feel like when you get older in the US, you're almost like overlooked. And I've never liked that. Instead of valued for your knowledge and the years that you've spent on the earth and your experiences and stuff, you're treasured in other cultures. Whereas here, I feel like people don't even half the time, like they are avoiding eye contact. Like there's something wrong with you for being older. And I just hate that. I really do. The level of respect here is not what it should be. Age is a gift. Yep. Yep. It's very true. Very true. Yeah. Keeping emotions hidden. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm like, what's the worst that they're just gonna say no if anything or not respond. So it's may as well just try, right? Yeah, great hanging with you, Nessa. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Shelved about that very issue when we age in America, society shelves us. Yes. Yep. Doesn't want to deal with the elderly or anyone who's sick. It's an issue of them not wanting to be reminded of their mortality and frailty. Death and illness are taboo topics. Very true. Very true. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of topics that are ones you don't talk about in the U.S. I feel, and it's detrimental because we all have a lot of those kinds of experiences, but we feel we can't talk about them. And so those that are having them have nobody to voice them to and don't know who to talk to about them and stuff like that. I've experienced that myself, and it was very difficult for me to not be feel like there was anybody that had had that experience like I was having, because nobody talks about it, you know. And so I think there's a lot that can change in the society for sure. Researching childhood leukemia. Causes and cures. It's cruel that any child should be stricken with cancer. Very, very true. Yes. Yeah. I had a brief scare with my son. You know, they had done a blood work test on him when he was little, and I don't know why, but the doctors send you results of things before they've even talked to you. And so the results were showing me that his levels of something, I don't even remember what it was, were they were either extremely high or extremely low. But like of a level that is very abnormal. And so of course you Google it, which is terrible because it was basically like he either has leukemia or he has the cold. I mean, it was a polar opposite. Luckily, he did not have leukemia, but you go down that rabbit hole before you realize, you know, the doctor comes back and they're like, "Oh no, he's fine." But the level is so off the chart wrong. Like, "Oh, but you can also get that if you just have a cold." It's just, you know, it's just terrible that because you have those moments of panic first before days later the doctor finally gets a hold of you, you know? So let's see. Yeah, Beth. Yes, agreed. Agree. That is why so many people go to therapy, because we don't have a close circle to talk about things with. Yes. Mm-hmm. Say the lines that come to our faces with age are beauty marks. Yes. Age brings wisdom. Yeah, instead of calling them wrinkles. Like I always thought these were, like I call them laugh lines, you know, from smiling, right? So these are like laugh lines. I think that's a lot more fun than saying crow's feet or wrinkles or whatever, you know. And then I've got like, this is my one frown line because I must furrow my brow a lot because I always have that line there. And then people go and they inject stuff to try to get rid of it. It's like, it's just part of being who we are, you know? And maybe I got to just do the other side so I have matching. Exactly. Just come here and hang out. We'll make you laugh. Oh my gosh. You got them too, Kel? That's right. Yes. Yeah, I had this one first actually. I was like noticing it. I'm like, gosh, I must do this a lot. Maybe it's because I couldn't see things, and so I was like squinting and stuff, but it's fine. It is what it is, you know. The only thing I wish is that because I put makeup on, and as my skin is changing, I find that I'm having a hard time finding the right makeups because they'll either sit on top and then they'll make you look like your lines are even deeper, or they don't meld very well. So I'm dealing with that. I'm trying to figure out the good stuff. But I have very sensitive skin, so I'll get acne from them if I'm not careful. You frown too much, Kel. Ah. Sam. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. Don't get too close or you may get sucked in. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah. But I don't know. I think our age and all those things and changing of our bodies and things, it's like, yeah, all the stuff that they all look at it as such a negative. But yeah, it's part of, you getting to where you are, and I think that's something to celebrate, not something to look down on, you know? I just want to be able to wear makeup and not have it look like it's crusted. It's like getting crusty and gross on my skin. That's all. And my dad has rosacea on his nose, right? So he puts rosacea on it because if you don't do anything to it, it can actually like make your nose look bigger and stuff like that. So he's had that forever. I'm starting to get it on my cheeks a little bit, which it's in the area where you put blush anyways, but it's in like a spot here and a spot here. But sometimes it will inflame and it's like, oh my gosh. So I have to put stuff on it too. Like, I got that from dad, you know? Okay, don't use powder. Powder shows all our lines and crevices. See, I need to learn these things. Yeah. EMR settings messed up. That can all be controlled. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have anything that is alarming or shows you in the red or anything like that, and then you haven't even gotten a call from your doctor yet. I would rather get the doctor's notes before the results, not the other way around. Panda! Hello, my dear. Just want to say hi. Sounds good. You're at work right now. I'm looking at the clock. Okay. You must be almost out of work though, right? In an hour or so? Hour or two, maybe? I just feel like I rarely get to talk to you, Panda. I need to go on Discord more. I felt this whole last month, I felt like a chicken with my head cut off. I've been all over the place, just trying to get Christmas in order and get the channel going and all the lives and stuff. So now I'm like, what do I do now? I just need to get my whips done. I'm going to start that project with the books for sure. And then I have some other things I'm thinking on. Nice. Rita's back from adulting. Excellent. I kind of want to open my books to see what books I got, the little baby ones. A lot more ring. Decided I like the chubby face better. Oh my gosh, my mom experienced that, Lana. Yeah, because as we gain weight, it makes our faces a little bit more full, and then that makes you look younger, actually. So then sometimes if you lose the weight, you end up with more wrinkles, and then you're like, oh my gosh, now I look older. It's like if you could just put a little bit back in the face and then keep the rest gone, that'd be good. 2 letters in the post. Your lungs are clear. Negative. Oh, good. So everything's good. You're healthy, everything's good. Yay. That's a nice way to start the new year. I need to get to my post box because I've gotten Karen H sent me, I think it's a Christmas card, and I need to go get that. Maybe when I'm out and about, if they're open, I'll ask my husband, drive me there. Rita. Oh, yeah, maybe, Amy, maybe I need to tell them, please don't give me the results before my doctor gives me any information. Yay. Hi, Ben. Thank you. All right. You guys, I'm not even getting any of this work done. I'm enjoying our conversation though. Doesn't that count for something? I keep wanting to do a double and I need to do a triple. Ah. All right, triple, then a single, triple, single. That's what we're doing. We twist it to the front. No, don't yarn over first. Just do a single. Yeah, that's what I'm experiencing, Lana. I keep trying different stuff. And I may have already told you guys this, so you can stop me if I did, but not too long ago, I was at Target. You know, they have Ulta Beauty in there. And I went in there and I was explaining to the girl that I'm experiencing that. I'm having a hard time finding what is going to work well for my skin, but not cause breakouts. And for, you know, skin that's aging and stuff, doesn't hit in the wrinkles, all those things. And so she's like, what's your price range? And yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like maybe 20 bucks or less. And so she's like, oh, let me take you over here. So she walks me out of Ulta Beauty back over to the cheap side or the cheaper side of Target. It's like, let me find something for you over here. Because Ulta Beauty, everything is so expensive. And I'm like, goodbye, expensive beauty products. I'm going back over here, you know. I'm like, I want to get, if I'm going to buy something for $40, I want to get like 4 products or something, or at least a couple products. Try Ipsy. Really good, expensive makeup, and you get to try so many different kinds each month. Interesting. Is it like a subscription service or something like that? I know, that's the thing, Lana. There's people that have figured out the right combination. We just have to find what that is. And preferably, like I've bought stuff that is supposed to, like a toner, they tell you, put the toner on first. And you put the toner on and it smells really good. It's got like lemon and witch hazel or something in there. I'm like, oh, this is nice, you know. And the next day I have like major acne on my face and it's supposed to prevent acne. And you're just like, you just gave me acne, dude. That was the opposite. You have failed at your job. Yeah, you have too many allergies. Yep. I keep seeing the Il Makiage stuff, and I wonder if that's any good. $12 a month. All of our Target stores in town have large Ulta Beauty stores right next door to them. Same with Kohl's and Sephora. Yep, we have a Kohl's and Sephora together. The Ulta at our Targets are usually in the center of the Target, so it's really a part of it. But they do have it cordoned off. So they legit removed me from that area to walk me back to the other one. It was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, my mother-in-law, who's in her 70s, she keeps buying these new products, and she'll come down the next day and her face is all swollen. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I tried another product, you know? And I'm like, I told her, you need to write down, anytime that this happens, write down the ingredients of whatever that is, okay? And then we need to start cross-referencing to see, there's got to be some ingredient she's allergic to that's throughout all of these different makeups that she's trying. Because, I mean, legit, her eyes, everything swells, you know? And so it's like, you got to figure out what's the problem so you don't buy those things. Oh, you have glasses to pick up, Rita? You have to adult again. Never run out, and neither do my daughters because they get what I don't use. There you go. So a little something for everyone. My daughter for Christmas, she wanted a vanity. I mean, you've seen her, you know. She's such a kick in the pants, that one. But she really wanted a vanity. I've never in my life had a vanity. And I even told her that. I'm like, my mom was always of the vein, less is more. You know, you put on, if you do makeup, make it so that it looks like your natural beauty. You don't put too much, all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really know much about makeup, just a little. She wants to know everything. So Lizzie, my parents bought her a vanity, and she got products. She calls it skincare. She wants skincare for Christmas. So her grandma, Gaga, she got her skincare. So now she's got all her little bits and products on her little vanity. And she sits there and she's like, she's putting them all on. I'm just like, I don't know. If I'm a tomboy, is this why? I grew up with an older brother, so I just wasn't really into all of it. You know, we were into playing with like action figures and video games, not makeup and Barbies, you know? So it's pretty funny that I got a daughter who she loved all things pink, and she was really into dolls and Barbies, and it was definitely different for me to try to play these pretend. She loved pretend. You know, as she gets older, things are changing. She's not as into dolls and stuff. But it's just so funny. It's like she's so opposite of what I was when I was her age. Okay, Leanie, it was good chatting with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, that's true, Amy. 9:44. Not. Oh no, not today. It's closed here. It's too late. Yep. Yeah. I think, well, one of them that I thought was good, I found out from my husband, if you use any other products, it's Neutrogena. So if you use anything else besides all Neutrogena stuff, that can cause you to get breakouts. So something in their formula, I guess. Oh, Birchbox is more expensive. So it's like the off-brand of Birchbox. There's been so many times I keep thinking of those little subscription boxes. I found this really, really cute artist that does stickers and journaling things, and it's called Hub, H-U-B man, and Chub Girl. And it's just so cute. So I bought the bee, she had like a bee pack. She does like this. This is a enamel pin of her art. So there's the designers, Hubman and Chub Girl. They're so cute, you guys. I love her little drawings and stuff, but she does boxes, and they'll just be like themed, right? So it could be anything. There was like a frog one that Froggy loved. I got the bee one. They have another bee one that I want. It's like almost like an advent, and it's meant to be one where you open it up if you're having a rough day. So it's supposed to make you just like a happiness advent. I don't know if I would be able to prevent myself from opening them all though when I got it, but it's so cute. So cute. But anyway, that was one of my dreams, was to have a stationery shop and have all my stickers and all my art on there. And I did it, but I didn't get the traction that I needed on Etsy, so it's kind of funny. Sis is a girly girl, and I'm like a complete introvert nerd. Completely different. Yes. My best friend from high school uses zero makeup. We talked her into tinted chapstick for her wedding. Her daughter was a diehard athlete, but always in full hair and makeup. Yeah, it's just everybody's so different. Pale Scandinavian and British, and the eye makeup was always black. And it's hard to match your skin tone. Like, are you supposed to go lighter or darker? Because they never have the exact color, right? So that's always tough. Oh, I think I did that one wrong. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to write down Ipsy. I wrote down Prim. Let's write down Ipsy. I'll look that one up. But anyways, I think what I was getting at with Hubman and Chub Girl, they have a subscription box, and you get journaling supplies each month. So and they have different ones depending on what you're looking for. So you get washi tapes and, you know, you'll get like sticker sheets and vinyl stickers and all this other stuff. But I have so much, so much, you guys. That's what I do. When I start a new hobby, I go crazy and I buy too much stuff. So I was actually thinking I might put together some little, like little junk journaling kits and do giveaways with those, with stickers and papers and all that kind of stuff, because I thought that might be kind of fun. Sam, or who are you waving at? Are you saying goodbye? There we go. Okay. Back to it here. Yeah, I've never done a subscription box for anything, but seems interesting. I wonder if they have any crafting ones? Like a yarn box or something. Does anybody do any of those? And have any of them been very good? If you have. Sounds good, Michael. Sounds like a plan. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out and for modding for me. Thanks for playing Whack-A-Troll. Well, I will probably be heading out too, actually, just because I'm going to be heading out to lunch and Target, and I need to also finish my craft space here. So it has been amazing chatting with you guys as always, and thank you so much for joining me. Creatively Crafting Me or Crafting Kitty for those types of subscription boxes. I have no moisture in my mouth at all anymore. They do theme boxes every month and you get all sorts of supplies. Oh my goodness. Bye, Lana. Oh my gosh. I discovered that Ulta and Sephora will give me samples anytime I need them. That's awesome. And Blake is showing off all the Frizzy emojis, you guys, if you join the membership. Hugs to you too, Kel. And I thank you guys so much again joining me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and check out the memberships and see if that's something you'd be interested in. And thank you, Kel, for joining the membership on this live. I appreciate you, and I will see you in all the members' lives as well. Oh, I've seen those, Margaret. I've seen those. Yeah. I did one subscription, and it was for this like morning balance stuff to help you just have good gut health and stuff. But I ended up with 3 bottles of it because I wouldn't remember to always take it. And so I finally just canceled it. I'm like, I can't use it fast enough, you know? Anyway, I'll just keep chatting anyways because, you know, I love chatting with you guys. But all right. Farewell. I will see you next time. Have an awesome weekend if I don't see you sooner. And I will check you in the next video. See you later, guys. Goodbye.